Hello, this is Judy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be working on a 2-page layout and 18 photos. These are quite old photos. They're not even my photos. They're photos my husband took of a trip he and his friend took to Daytona Beach. And yes, I spell it wrong all the way through the video, and funny thing is, when he looked at it tonight, he didn't even notice I had spelled Daytona wrong. So I have now fixed it, but yeah, I went through the whole video and didn't realize it until he was sitting looking at it, and I said, oh my gosh, did I spell that wrong? And yeah, so we had a good laugh. But anyway, back to the video. I am going to be stenciling the background here, and I use Distress Oxide inks in Tattered Rose, Abandoned Coral, and I used our slimline die to make myself a stencil with these lines, and it's a really fun looking stencil. When you make one here, I just use regular white daisy cardstock. You just have to be careful. It moves a little bit here and there because it is only paper, but it was fine. It worked great. I really enjoyed doing this. I love the look of the slashed lines. So here I'm putting on the the peacock feathers and the chipped sapphire, and blend them together with those blending brushes. And now I'm going to put some clouds along the top, and those clouds were cut with my Cricut. Just I don't know, I may have even made them myself, I'm not sure. And well, you know, took a cloud, welded it together, made a little one, welded it to the big one, and so on and so forth. It's a great way to add images to your repertoire to make them by yourself. So that's a real fun look there for these beach theme photos. Now I'm going to show you how I got my cardstock. I just put it into the trimmer there, line it up on one side, and I think I did it at 1 1/4 inch border all the way around. And you just cut it from 1 1/4 at the bottom and 1 1/4 at the top, and cut all the way around, and you have a perfect square, a perfect border, perfect layer for your layout. And I did both of them. And the other side, the stencil there, that was made with one of the Close to My Heart stencils, and that's a fun design as well. I just wanted to try a different design and see how it looked, and I like it. So now I'm going to incorporate some flip flaps into this to add all these photos to this layout. I didn't want to do multiple layouts. They're all the same thing. They're all of his beach travel trip that they took to Daytona. So I wanted to do them all at once, and I didn't feel like throwing any of them away because they aren't my memories, they're his, and one photo may be more meaningful to him than I know, so I didn't want to throw them away. It wasn't my right, so I put them all in there. And flip flaps are a great way to add different photos to your layout that you may not have room for on a standard 2-page layout. So here I'm going to add my photos to some white cardstock as layering, and I just did all of them in this manner. And when I lay photos out like this, I try to put the ones with a lot of the ground showing on the bottom, and then the sky photos at the top. It just looks more natural rather than having sky at the top or cars running over a person of a picture of a person. It doesn't look so odd, I guess is what you'd say. Now this one I had trimmed, I had started doing first, and I hadn't trimmed the photos, so this is how I'm going to fix it. I'm just going to trim all of them at once. Thank goodness the edges didn't have anything that were important. And I just get a piece of white cardstock, a strip that I have lots of. I save these strips for journaling. And I'm just going to glue it to the edge. And once it was on there, I couldn't even tell that I had added a strip of white cardstock to it. So it's an easy way to fix a blunder. Okay, these are all done now, and I am going to glue them to the blue. Oh no, I'm not, because I wanted to add something behind it to match those stenciled layers. I'm trying to figure out what to do. I wanted to use these thin cut shapes that I had that were left over from stenciling, but without the white behind it, it just didn't look right. And I had tried to cut them down and see how they might look. So I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do. I bring in some white cardstock and say, yeah, I end up redoing it all over again for all of the layers on these pieces that are going to go in the flip flaps. And I did 2 of each of the colors, 2 of the blues and 2 of the coral for each side of the flip flaps. And here you can see I did add some edges, the ink around the edges there to just give them a little more definition from the other sides. So here I'm going to go live and explain some more. Okay, I have finished the layout, and before I put it into page protectors, I just wanted to go over what I finished doing. This was so much fun. I hope my husband likes it, because it is his memory, and I know he and his friend had a great time, so that he enjoys looking at it. So I hope so. I think he will. So okay, so this is it, and this is what it will look like with it closed. So I have the coral and tattered rose colored layers here, and as you can see, it really carries throughout both of these pages. I put some stickers along the bottom here, carried it through all the way on all of them. I did put additional borders down here just for a little extra fun. I do have a love sticker here. It looks like these two are having some fun. But I like how this color, and it just looks like it belongs there. And of course with the camera, because he did take a lot of pictures. And I believe that's his buddy there. Okay, so here is this side. Oops, that wasn't stuck down yet. It says swim every ocean. So I found, oh my gosh, one of these. Remember these from a long time ago? Okay, so when you open it, then you're going to have this side with the peacock feathers and the chipped sapphire, which will then blend in with this, which looks good. And then another border here. And there's a little strip here, just to add some fun color across. And a couple embellishments with the camera. And the yellow, because there is yellow in other areas of the pages, but just a little bit. Okay, so, and then of course I have him, and that was a title I found in with my beach embellishments, so that was fun. And the clouds, if you notice, they have some shimmer brush on them, and that reacts with the Distress Oxide. So I thought that was a fun thing. And Daytona is just punched out of some black glitter paper. It's a real light glitter paper I have. And my husband just said good night, so good night. A fun little tag. Enjoy every moment title, because there's so much space in the pictures that's not used. And I know he loved this picture, so I wanted to keep that picture whole. All the other pictures are cut down, but these two. And be a dreamer, because he is, and I think that should be for everybody. And then the fun sun hat, which probably neither one of them wore hats, but sunglasses I'm sure they did. So that is this side, and again closed. And I'll take close-ups of what it looks like with the flip-flaps attached after I get it in the album. And this one, just cruising along, love that, with the hot air balloon, because he did have a photo of some hot air balloons. And this was probably at the races, but it's okay, I can use it on this page. Okay, so this page opened up. There's another hot air balloon here. Let your dreams soar, again with the dream part. Love the sun, because that's one of the things that he said he enjoyed a lot about being down in Florida. Day at the beach, because it probably was just 1 or 2 days that they were able to spend at the beach when there weren't any races. And this was a cutout, so I just layered it onto some white and used shimmer brush to give it that shimmer. And again, the clouds with the shimmer brush, and some little fun embellishments here. And then the date, so I have the black title going across the double layout and the flip flaps to just keep it all together with the border again. I love the clouds, so really I love the look of that stenciled clouds. Okay, again with the peach and the coral hearts, and then closed. So I hope you enjoyed this. I really enjoyed these pages and doing the stenciling. It was a lot of fun, and I plan on doing more. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I'd love to have you. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for joining me and watching my videos. And stay tuned for close-ups and more videos. Take care. All right, I'm not done. I wanted to come on and show you how I do flip flaps, because you know not everybody knows how to do the flip flaps. So what our flip flaps are, these are exclusive to Close to My Heart. It's a plastic sleeve, same material as our page protectors, which is super great. And it has a fold over here with an adhesive strip, and this sticks to your page protector wherever you want it to be. And then you just insert your portion of the layout and attach it to your page protector. Okay, so we will do the left side, and make sure you put your extra piece how you want it shown in your layout. I have done them upside down accidentally. I have done pieces where it'll be 2 different pieces to slide in, depending on what I had, if I didn't do them at the same time. You could put the pictures on one piece of cardstock, and then put pictures on another piece of cardstock and slide them both in here, so it would be front and back. 2 separate layers though. I hope that makes sense. As clear as dirt, right? Okay, so now this is how it's going to go on the page protector, right? So to get it ready, we're going to start this, because these are super sticky, and once it's down you can get it up, but it's not easy. Okay, so best to get it correct the first time. So I'm going to lay it down where it is, and that looks good, and then just peel it off. Okay, and then it is attached to your page protector like that, right? Love these. And look at the photos. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Plus 6 is 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 photos on this 2-page layout. Good job, right? Okay, take care.